Right now, I have launched a poll. Let me know if it's your first time attending our webinar, right? So while we have two people coming in and the first time is here, let me tell you more about what we do. We have a daily webinar where Jin will be walking you through his thoughts and ideas for a specific currency for each day. Monday, Aussie and New Zealand. Tuesday is the Euro. Wednesday is the Pound. Thursday, Yen and Gold. And Friday is the Canadian dollar, right? So today is Monday. So Jin will be talking about the Aussie and New Zealand pairs. As you'll be taking us through different time frame, the webinar is going to be very beneficial to both long-term investors and short-term traders. During this session, Jin will be going through what could move prices, possible trade ideas, highlight potential targets, and risk. However, disclaimer, any information shared during this session is not intended to be a trade recommendation. It is solely the opinion and views of the speaker. So please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trades. My name is Daniel. I know Jin for many years now, first as a student in LCMS traders, and now as a business partner in Forex Briefcase. Jin as LCMS traders, where trading is conducted to get traders to be consistent and profitable. And of course, Forex Briefcase, which is our managed account services where Jin trades an AUM of more than 11 million USD on a daily basis. Jin has been invited to speak on many stages globally. In fact, recently he also been invited to Money FM, a Singapore financial radio talk show, to give his views on what's happening on the Forex market. Now, let me run a second poll, and let me know, how did you get to know this webinar? Okay, let me run this poll here. How did you get to know here? Because really, if you got friends and family who trades Forex, do share with them about this currency call. It's going to be very, very, very beneficial to everyone who trades Forex. Now, while you're doing this poll, I'd like to take this opportunity to share with you about LCMS Traders Club. Okay, let me share here. Okay, so while you're doing the pair, which I can see a lot of you come from Telegram channel, also club members, great. What is this LCMS Traders Club is all about? This is a private group on Facebook where we teach, guide, and signal coach you to be a better and profitable trader. This is the place to be regardless whether you're new, experienced, part-time, or full-time trading. Now, you have a lot of you come from the Telegram channel. You have been enjoying our signals absolutely free. A question you might have is that when you're told when to get in the trade, you do not know where to exit. In the Traders Club, we not only give the signals earlier than the Telegram channel, we also tell you the strategy behind the signals, behind the signals, and actually guide you on where to exit for specific reasons. Now, you look at here, for example, on the 8th of January, we issued a sell Euro Yen, pair, so we stop loss, TP1, TP2, and TP3. We also give the analysis here, based on the 5 steps, what's happening, why we take the trade, and when we hit TP1 or TP2, we was or whichever, we suggest you to secure your profits, which were either TP1 or TP2 or TP3. Naturally, suggest secure profits means to exit your trade. So really in the long run, you not only learn from the signals, you also earn from the signals, you also learn on how to trade much, much better. Now, not only that, you want to learn new strategies, require some coaching. We also have members only live Zoom sessions on Monday and Wednesday evenings, to run through trade ideas, teach you new strategies, update you on recent market and economic developments. This time is really the time to prick Jin's brain on pretty much any trading related questions that you might have. So if you take a look here on the weekly live call, we will talk about, economic roundouts. We will talk about trade ideas that we send out, why we take this trade and what happened, whether we take the trade or not. There'll be also groups coaching sessions by Jin, on an hourly chart or maybe a scalping. What's going to happen in a week? What should we do in a week? What should you plan in a week? So it's going to be very beneficial. And not only that, on Wednesdays, we have changed. Wednesdays, we have live trading sessions. So you are a club member here, you're going to benefit a lot because you're going to trade with us on a Wednesdays evening. Now, not only that, we have a wide range of analysis here where we have also the currency watch list, where we look in the morning and what currency pairs, what actions you possibly could do, what entry level, what profit taking you may have, right? And not only that, we also have currency correlation split up here every week on Sunday, to tell you what currency is correlated, what currency, so you have minimized your risk management. Now you look at it here, this is really to join this group. How do you join this group here? It's actually all you got to do is the link will be pasted up on the chat group. It's Traders Club, sums.com.sg. It is a paid subscription on 19 a year, but regardless, it is less than $1 a day. Now, if you are really facing uncertainty in your Forex trading, taking any risk on your trades, you need to join the club to get some coaching towards profit and get some coaching to improve on your confidence and strategy immediately. I can tell you trading can be very lonely, in this close-knit community, where we are ready to share. Trading can be really enjoyable and profitable. So if you haven't already joined this, do click on this link 199 a year, and you will definitely benefit lots from it. Now, with that, okay, let me pass it back to Jin, who will be talking about the Aussie and New Zealand dollar. Jin.
All right. Good morning, everyone. So, brand new week, second week of the year, 11th, 11 a.m. on the 11th of Jan. What a timing to start. So with that, today we are talking about the Aussie dollar and the Kiwi dollar. We just had the non-farm payrolls on Friday last week. So we've seen a bit of a market shift, I would say. Jumping straight into the charts, let me just get that sorted. So jumping straight into not into the charts, jumping straight into the news, forextradingasia.com. Again, if you have not signed up, make sure you head to forextradingasia.com, go to the register page, register an account, read my analysis, use the site. We have a lot of analysis there. Interact, get points, redeem your points, get some Amazon gift cards, gift vouchers. Looking at the economic calendar, this is last Friday, non-farm payrolls. It was 245K. It got revised to 336. Expected was 71K, came out at minus 140K. Okay, so it came out as not a very good number for the non-farm payrolls, but this was offset with a revision upwards from previous data from 245K to 336. So that gave it, that so-called offset that bad news a little bit. The next thing to pay attention to was unemployment rates was kept at 6.7%, did not increase to 6.8%, but more importantly, average hourly earnings went from 0.3, expected a drop to 0.2, but actually had a significant upward increase to 0.8. This better than expected data, this 0.8 actually showed that wage inflation showed a little bit more of a possible inflation coming around for the US economy. What this means is what this led to was some US dollar strength. Okay, so we saw that non-farm payrolls being offset a bit. We saw no change in the unemployment rate, but this very good news in terms of average hourly earnings brought some strength into the US dollar as we saw that signals of inflation coming around. I think it's quite a short term, possibly quite a weak signal. I don't think it's going to continue on that long. But with that happening, we saw that US dollar climbing upwards for the Friday night, and possibly we're going to see that continue on a little bit early into this week. Looking into what could happen this week, let me go back to here. So looking at this week, today Monday, we have Japan on a holiday. We just had the Aussie inflation gauge. It's not a big news item that we pay attention to. Retail sales number have been quite good at 7.1. Chinese CPI numbers, not a great direct indicator, but gives us a bit of a view into what could possibly happen for Australia. So CPI or inflation for China upwards from minus 0.6 to 0.7 now, so an upward move. But you can see that after that, not a lot of news today. And then also into Tuesday, we got some consumer sentiment coming around on Tuesday morning for Aussie dollar. And then again, not a lot of big hard impact hitting news. All right. All the way to Wednesday. Wednesday, we still don't have that much news either for the Aussie dollar or for the Kiwi dollar. Okay, and then we had some CPI numbers coming from the US, so that would probably influence the US dollar a little bit more. And then after that, on Thursday, we have Fed budget, Fed balance, and again, not too much news. So what this means is, this is why I also say that we're possibly going to see that US dollar strength continue on a little bit. I don't think it's going to be massive US dollar strength, but based on previous news. For those of you who know how I trade, I've been teaching a lot of you how I trade. I look at the previous news based on the economic bias, based on the previous news, which is now the non-farm payrolls. I'm seeing possible US dollar strength short term. All right, short term US dollar strength. We're looking at that possible short term US dollar movements downwards of a lot of tops. This is the reason why also last week was, we saw a lot of possible trade ideas, but not a lot of real trade to jump into because it was all in pretty consolidation mode. Now, this week should be a little bit more exciting. Okay, looking at the Aussie US dollar on the H4 time frame here. Last week we said it was going to sit there and possibly go up and test 7851. It came very close. It went to about 7816. So you would have had that one trade, which was about 60 something pips upward move. At this point now, it looks like it's breaking 7730. It looks like it's breaking 7730. Given that we expect that US dollar to continue getting a bit stronger over the short term, what I think we might see is that retest, possible retest of this 7730 level, possibly even try and break back upwards and that reverse back down again. Okay, so test and possibly a fake break of 7730 before a retest, a resumption back downwards again. This is a big, a higher risk trade. Okay, why? Because over the last many weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, it's been moving upwards. At this point now, we are looking for that reversal. We are looking for an early indication of reversal of rejection 7730. You're looking to sell maybe below 77 flat. Below 77 flat, you got a 40 pip stop loss. Immediately, you'll be aiming for about an 80 pip take profit. Okay, so you're looking at 40 pip stop loss, 80 pip take profit, 1:2. I don't think at this point it will be reasonable to consider it about that. Okay, I don't think at this point it's going to be reasonable to consider it bouncing off 7730, heading all the way to 7452. I don't think it will go all the way down. I think we might actually see it come to this point around here before possibly bouncing back up again. All right, so short term, a bit more risk appetite. Bounce off 7730, look for that rejection downwards towards 7626. That's my counter. That would be my counter trend trade for the Aussie dollar H4 time frame. And then looking at the New Zealand dollar. So this is one of the reasons why I think the Aussie dollar might come down as a counter trend, is because it's already been reflected in the New Zealand dollar. We've seen it gone up, hit 7281, what we spoke about last week. I said I was going to go across, go up, test 7281. Now it's coming back down again. It's a little bit too late at this point to jump into a sell trade for the New Zealand US dollar. predominantly because at this point, any stop loss you do might be a little bit too big, might be that 100 pip stop loss, or even if you put in not a strong stop loss there at about 50 pips, this is a bit in no man's land. So I wouldn't be too happy to jump into a trade here for it to possibly go lower. Between the Aussie dollar and the New Zealand dollar, I'll be looking at the Aussie dollar more, mainly because of that risk reward on the New Zealand dollar, or the lack of a good risk reward on the New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar, however, if it does continue its downward move and break below 7167, if it breaks below 7167, we can see that it's a point there and a point here where it's bounced off. If it does come below that, then you could be looking towards that downward move, keeping stops quite tight at about 30 pips for that 80 pip, 90 pip take profit. Risk 30, make 91:3. But at this point, you will have to have a lot more patience. 40 pip move downwards before it closes below 7167 for that move towards, for that potential move towards 7062. Okay, so quite straightforward for the Aussie dollar and the New Zealand dollar in terms of that early counter trend trade, in terms of the early move back downwards from the recent highs they've been reaching. A bit more patience I would urge for New Zealand US dollar. The Aussie dollar, I would say look for that to be a black candle. Look for that rejection of 7730. We could see that move heading lower. Okay, just a quick recap as well. Last week on Friday, I spoke about the US CAD. I said that, you know, with the non-farm payrolls and the Canadian employment numbers, it looks like, you know, it was going unlikely to break that 12656 level. At that point, we said that it was possibly going to bounce off 12656 towards that 12774 level. It's done that. It's done exactly that. We're seeing now a good 60, almost 70 pip profit upwards. I hope you have jumped into that trade. That was a nice US CAD reversal, early reversal that we're looking at this point. You know, we're possibly looking at 1278T for a next decision point. Okay, so with that said, a lot of interesting news ideas, a lot of potential trades that we have coming up this week. We have a session for Traders Club members tonight. Traders Club members, make sure you join tonight's session. We're going to go through some bit of live trading, some analysis, some review. Okay, those of you who are new to Traders Club, make sure you get on board. And then also, last thing I want to share is not the Traders Club. Last thing I want to share is the 4-day course. Okay, so we have the post will go up. The post will go up. We are doing the 4-day course again on the 26th and 28th of Jan. 26th and 28th of Jan. It's not 4 days anymore. It's going to be done over 2 days. So an intensive 2 days, 26th to 20 and 28th of Jan. Make sure if you are not already in the group, join the LCMS Traders 4-day FX Kickstarter group. It is absolutely free to join. I will be teaching you exactly how I trade, how I do my analysis. Everything I know about trading, I will teach to you. Absolutely free. Not a dollar to pay, not a dollar to pay. Okay. The only difference after this course will be the amount of time between you and me, will be the amount of time I have spent sitting in front of the screen watching the charts compared to you. You might be new to trading, but I will give you all the things that I know, the tools, the indicators, the platform, the templates, the course material, everything I will give to you. You can download it for you to use so that we can shortcut your trading journey, so that you don't have to come to the point where you have to lose before you start making money, or so that you don't have that kind of ideas that you have to, go through all that pain before you start making money. I want to get you on the right foot, get you started right away, so that you can start making money straight away. Okay. With that said, make sure you join us. Some of you have already requested to join. Fantastic. With that said, I will pass it back to Daniel.
Okay, great. Thanks, Jin, for the Aussie and New Zealand pair. So remember, the Aussie pair, it's Aussie USD is a favorable trade, possible favorable trade on the very recently. Okay, so I'm going to launch a poll right now. What do you think of this webinar? What do you think about Jin's analysis? Let us know here. Okay, so by the way, for those who are new here, a recording of this video will be uploaded. Thank you for joining this session. Tomorrow, it's Tuesday. So Tuesday, we'll be talking about the Euro pair. So do join us the same time tomorrow. See you guys. Bye.